Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Ahoy.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. We're live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. We just did the movie cast. If you missed it, you can go back and watch it on YouTube or even on Twitch for now. Twitch gets rid of them after a week, so be sure to subscribe over on YouTube. That way you can watch it whenever you want at your leisure. All right. This is the Gamecast for the week. I'll kick us off with what I've been up to. I'm trying to think of, like, if I played anything crazy. Like I play more. So I'm Mike playing Nina the Hollower right now. Like I keep like saying I'm not going to play this anymore, and then I go back to it and I keep playing more of the game. Like it's just like I think there's not much out that I want to play right now, so I'm just kind of like I don't know. Yeah, so I was wandering around probably for 2 hours today, just wandering around the area. I don't know why. I mean, I found more stuff. It was cool. Like,
How
I
far
played.
are you
It's
in
not.
now? How many
Oh, I don't
dungeons?
know. I've only two dungeons. I've
Oh.
only done two. Yeah.
It's not that long of
So
a
there's
game. How...
no, it's not. There's three. What's three left? Three left? I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah.
I had the map thing, but it's always like I hate having to reference that. I kind of get the exploration part of the game. But then I get frustrated with the difficulty mixed with that, and like when you
I
like
think it's just the difficulty.
I did. So I keep changing it back and forth depending on what I want to play.
Oh, I mean,
But
that's fair.
for instance, yeah. For instance, like like if you just make a wrong turn, like you jump off the platform and you go back to the beginning part, and you're like, oh, I don't want to come back here yet because I didn't knock this thing down. Now I got to go back through the whole loop to knock down the ropes so that I can climb back up faster. And it's happened a few times where I've accidentally jumped down. I'm like, oh, this is the beginning. I don't want to come back here yet. What am I doing?
Yeah.
It's happened a lot. I just wish that there was in the game a little more of a guidance on that. But again, that's the part that I hate about it. The rest of it I really enjoy. Like the gameplay loop has clearly got me because I keep putting it down and then coming back and then putting it down. Like I'm not playing this anymore. I'm done with this. Why am I wasting my time with this game? And then I'm like all right, I'm coming back in to play it.
Come here.
Yeah. So I just keep doing it, and yeah. But I mean, it's a good game. I understand the following that it has for it. I definitely do. It won't be any game of the year winner for me, but it's I for $20 this has been already for me, like that's plenty of gameplay already for me for $20. It's definitely a great value. So I think I appreciate what it is. So I'm gonna keep tinkering with it until I find something I want to play. Forza Horizon. You missed this, Tony. You came on right after last week. I did get Forza. Like I did a Game Pass subscription because I had a trial. So I was like, I'll do another month. And Horizon 6 is great. It looks beautiful, except for the character models are so bad that I can't. I just like it. Just I'm like, stop showing people in this game. Stop.
Yeah,
Just
why
show
did
the
they
car.
show
Show the.
people?
I don't know. I'm like, why am I seeing my character? Why am I seeing this character? Like, I don't need this. It looks absolutely terrible. Like, it looks like a game from like the 360. Those people, those models. The world looks awesome. Like cars, that's where they spend their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop showing me these characters. Like, just stop. So I don't play that. Like, I'm like, plus it's like, it looks great. It plays fine. But I've done it a billion times already. This is
Why'd you
Forza
do it?
Horizon 6.
Why'd you do it?
Oh,
Why
'cause I
not
had a free
just
trial.
lay people off and you rejoined Game Pass? Come
Well,
on.
it was this was 2 weeks ago before the layoffs occurred. Yeah, and I already paid for it. I already paid for this. I had a gift card, and I didn't pay anything for this. Wait, hold up. This is from the Bing Rewards, so I didn't pay anything for this. So this was a free month.
It doesn't matter. You're still part of the numbers now. Asha goes, yes, +1 today. Like,
I'm sure.
It's me. Yeah, it's me. Thanks
We
to
got
Bing
one,
Rewards.
boys.
yeah.
Yes. I still
Got
haven't
another
paid-
sucker.
I haven't paid a dime though for Game Pass, and I don't remember the last time I got hit with a subscription price. So, because I always have these Bing Rewards that save up, and then by then I'm like, okay, I'll play a couple games this month, but
They nerfed that
it's not
shit,
keeping
though.
me. Yeah, they did. Yeah, but I had them saved. I
No, I get
cashed
it.
them. That's
I-
what happened.
I know,
Remember
I get
we
it.
talked about this. I did cash a few of them, and so I still have another. I have another free month somewhere sitting in my inbox. I can go find it. So I do have another chance. But yeah, Horizon 6 is nothing. It's nothing special. Like it's fine. It's good.
it's more of the
nothing
same.
special. Yeah. That's it for me. Tony, what have you been up to? Because you missed it last week a little bit.
Not much. Last week was the summer games done quick, so I watched a lot of that. I was just playing some like multiplayer live service stuff, so I could just like kind of like half pay attention to both. So just rotating through like
Did,
Final
did
Fantasy.
you um did you get in on that new refresh of Rivals at all? Because I did. Did you do that?
No, I literally the last time I played it was the day or second day Cyclops was out, and that's it. I
Okay.
know we talked about the new season or whatever started with Jubilee and stuff like that. I
Hmm.
think I still need to update it, but um, yeah, I'll check it out. Just haven't been
I
Yeah,
on
did
that.
yeah.
play that a little bit.
Did you? So how's that?
It's kind of a mess, and
Is it?
the community is not happy either. From what I can tell on Reddit, although they're never happy. But um, so first of all, Jubilee's not so great as a character,
Ooh,
but I think all of the supports are kind of in trouble right now, almost to the point where people are saying you like need to do 3 supports now, which is not what you want. Um,
like they're just
Black
not good
Panther,
enough anymore, or
yeah, they're not, yeah, sustaining enough,
yeah.
and everyone's got like you can sort of choose 2 separate team up traits that are always active, and then there's like another level to them if the other character is actually on your team, which feels a little whatever. A lot of these traits add extra like visual clutter as well, extra effects, and which you can't turn off right now. So there's a lot of it's hard to tell what's going on sometimes. And tanking is also like at like the worst. Like no one wants to tank, and it's the least interesting. And tanks are weaker than they used to be. They lost a lot of their bonus health from being like the anchors. A lot of that is gone too. So it's kind of a mess right now.
Yeah, it's
So
unfortunate.
we'll
And that's
see.
kind of like what happened with Overwatch too. I think in that
Yeah.
like second year, where it's just like to get the most people playing, you have to like appeal to the DPS like lowest common denominator, and it's just kind of frustrating because it's like either you're competing for those roles, which it's like oh 4 DPS 2 healers or one heal, 5 DPS 1 healer, or you play tank and it's a thankful role, or you play support and it's a thankless role. Like it's just kind of like I kind of hate it in a way. So
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is after the big update.
This is the big update, basically.
Yeah,
All those things are new that I mentioned.
that's rough.
that's
So
fine though. I
there,
think yeah.
so, something actually got hot fixed. I think it was so egregious. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. The I
But
don't know what it is, but like the one thing I know the Marvel Rivals team does do is they play pretty fast and loose, and they're very quick
yeah,
turnaround time compared to like say
Hmm.
Blizzard, where it's like you
Yeah.
usually got to wait for like a big patch or halfway patch or something like that.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So Jubilee is a support, and like the idea behind some of what she does seems like it could be useful, but I haven't won with her yet. So
Yeah.
um, yeah.
All right.
I guess I'll just mention what else I've played since I accidentally took over. Do you have anything else,
So we'll
Snow?
go, we'll go
No,
back
no,
to. I was
no.
going to go back to Tony. Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Um, so I finished Zero Parades for Dead Spies. Pretty good game. Like I said, I was a little bit like stuck with the time management in the game last week, but not as good as Disco Elysium, I would say, but it's still pretty good. Um, Definitely a messy ending for me. It reminds me a bit of how I ended Baldur's Gate 3, where, not everyone made it. I didn't do everything I could or should have done, and half objectives kind of were completed in the end, but I'm still pretty happy with it. It's supposed to be messy, I feel like, in this game, and I do wonder how open it would feel if I replayed some of it, but don't really have any desire to do that right now. So that was fine. And the other thing I went back to play, went back to Starfield now because I feel like it's not going to get any more content. And so I did
What
this is the first time
what
since
what do you have
what?
left in that then? What did you have left to go back to
Oh,
then?
there's new stuff. There's
Oh,
like
there's. I thought you finished that stuff. Okay. I'm sorry.
no, I never did Terra Armada. I haven't played really since the Free Lanes update and a few of the Trackers Alliance like mini DLCs they had.
I
So
have no
I
idea what
played
any of those words mean, dude. You could say anything. I believe you'd be like, yeah, sure, that's an update, whatever.
These
Yeah.
are-
Terran
Yeah.
Terran Armada is the recent expansion, even though it's not really that big. It's only $10. The Free
Hmm.
Lanes update was the update that they did that supposed to refresh the POIs and also gives a few more little missions and gives you the ability to fly between stuff like in real time more, which people really like, even though I don't care, so I don't use it too much. And yeah, so I've done a few things. It's the Trackers Alliance missions were fun. I think I am going to do the Terra and Armada stuff. I haven't done that yet though, but
Hmm.
it's fine. It's
Yep.
nothing. It's not like completely overhauled. There's just some new things here and there and a little refresh, but nothing crazy. So it's all right if you like Starfield, but you're not gonna. If you don't like what it was, you're not gonna like this. So that's how it is.
Okay. All right. All right, Corey, Borderlands. You're
You're
muted.
muted.
Did not
What?
play any Borderlands this week.
You did not play any Borderlands. What?
No.
What is stop? Whoa! Breaking
'Cause,
news. Hold up.
No, I've just been playing a lot more Star Wars because I'm going to the
Oh.
Galactic Championship in Vegas in a couple weeks. So
Ooh, Vegas. Damn.
it's
You're
gotta
traveling.
start grinding.
Wow. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So you're doing a lot of that. The Star Wars card games. Cool. All right. All right. Let's get into some news, guys. Had an eventful week last week. This was a little quieter of a week, a little bit. We're getting into that shortly. Let's start off with layoffs. Ubisoft is basically they laid off a whole bunch after laying off thousands of people. Ubisoft said losing key talent and skills is a big danger for the company, obviously. So this has been a problem we've been hearing from multiple people, actually. So Ubisoft had those massive layoffs. They had their game come out recently. I know that. But this
Assassin's
also-
Creed Black Flag.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Precinct. The
Yeah.
Resynced.
Yeah.
Which apparently did pretty well.
Yes. Yes, they've fixed quite a bit of things in that game, just in terms of its quality of life stuff they got rid of. I heard it was a pretty good game. But Ubisoft is financially an absolute mess. Probably worse than... Can you name a company that's worse right now in the video game world?
Just
I don't know.
In terms of what?
if you say
Like,
Xbox by
cash flow.
itself,
Cash flow.
Cash flow? I'm sure there's
Yeah.
worse, but I mean, Ubisoft's a major third-party publisher. But
I'm
no,
just
the
talking
outlook's
about
not
major,
good. I don't expect Ubisoft to last 5 years, frankly.
We keep talking about them being the next acquisition from somebody to pick up, but nobody's buying companies right now, so they're probably... That's it.
And
I don't know.
The last thing was this weird joint company between them and either Tencent or NetEase, one of the two, where they had half control over the major franchises: Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, blah blah blah.
yeah.
And that seemed like a Hail Mary kind of thing, because it's like you're giving up like half control to your biggest franchises. Like, what more do you have to argue with? Rayman, like.
Yeah.
The game coming.
Yeah, it is
Yep.
coming for sure, but I mean, it's Rayman is not going to be
Yeah.
the savior of Ubisoft, unfortunately.
I don't think so.
No, definitely not. This kind of coincides with the other news we have from Bethesda. Bethesda obviously had the massive layoffs from Microsoft's cuts last week, and now apparently the union workers protest the mass layoffs. They're going to protest the mass layoffs next week with a walkout. They've been doing it. I know they were talking about that all week, actually. Company wants us to accept this as a done deal, quietly disappear. We won't let that happen. So Bethesda union workers will be protesting these layoffs. Not that I think anything's going to happen to that, but
No. But,
it's just similar
What are you protesting though?
layoffs. I mean, that's it. Protest. I don't even know. Like my thing for Bethesda is they've had, like, they need to get some work done anyways, just in general, because they've been working on one game for like 10 years and it's nowhere near being ready.
Well, I wouldn't. So that's part of it for sure. The other part of it, though, is because Mike talked about it. Starfield was not the hit that it needed to be.
No.
In terms of a third pillar from, Elder Scrolls and Fallout, it was not the pillar it needed to be. And the fact that they haven't also, before Microsoft even acquired them, the Fallout 76 was a bomb. That's part of the reason they had to sell in the first, because that was such a massive failure.
Yeah.
So it's kind of compounded failures or misfires, whatever you want to talk about. But
Yeah.
The fact that we're still so far out from Elder Scrolls 6, which again is a much needed hit, and that cannot misfire. That cannot be a shrug. Because like again, it's been how many years since Skyrim, and sad to say, I'm questioning how good it will be, because back then there was not as much competition as there is now, right? So that it is a realistic possibility that game comes out and people just go shrug. I mean, look at
if it's just
yeah.
like Skyrim, but like a little bigger and prettier looking, that's shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike, you played Kingdom Come Deliverance. You played Crimson Desert.
Mm-hmm.
Those are games that I believe are on that footing. Witcher 3, we're getting DLC for that next year, and Witcher 4 is right around the corner.
And Witcher 4, Witcher 4 is going to be out. Witcher 4 is going to be out before Elder Scrolls 6.
And I believe
Baldur's Gate 3 was
Baldur's Gate 3 was huge. So like I would put all my money on Witcher 4 over Elder Scrolls 6 at this point, because we just haven't seen anything, and the fact that it's been in development for so long does not give me confidence about that. That's just me.
No, and I'm not advocating for anybody losing their jobs at all. I'm just saying that, but I'm just saying that they I don't know what they've been doing in their offices. It's a leadership thing.
But they did a whole other franchise that got 15 million players, but most of them were on Game Pass.
Right, but so the thing is, for the most part, they had a blank check through Phil Spencer, just make the games, right? Which is a double-edged sword, because now Asha comes in, new CEO, says, I need layoffs across the board, nobody's safe. And hey, I know you're in the middle of development, maybe the back third of Elder Scrolls 6, and you got to lay off 10 to 20% of your staff. That is absolutely bad. Like, I think there was even rumors from Jason Schreier on one of his Blue Sky posts that said internally they're wondering if how bad this will hurt the game. Not if it will hurt the game, but how bad, in terms of I
did see that. Yeah,
if it releases misses the window, which Schreier's saying it's at least 2 years out. So it's just a mess. It's absolutely a mess.
Well, I mean, look at the other report I saw was Xbox Series X and S are expected to ship only 2.5 million consoles for all of 2026.
Yeah, that's higher, honestly, than I expected to be.
Really?
I mean, it's dead everywhere but the US, basically.
2.5 million consoles for all of 2026. So that's it's pretty dead.
Is that all the 25th anniversary version?
It must be. That's all they're making. And they said rapid wind down towards zero thereafter, according to an analyst.
Yeah,
so.
and the price is only going up. Hey, it scares you guys.
But the other thing is too is it's kind of crazy to think about, because we talk about how even when the PS5 launched, Sony tried to kill the PS4, but they had to bring it back because it was easier to produce PS4s than PS5s. The cross-gen thing lasted a bit longer, right, than most generations, which I think we agreed upon the other week that we're all expecting to be even longer this time around. But it just is crazy, again, because they're talking about an Xbox console that even before all the component shortages and stuff like that, under Sarah Bond was going to say it was a premium experience, premium system, which led me to believe that was already going to be like $1,000 system, and now we're factoring a component crisis and stuff like that. Maybe it could be $1,500. I don't know, but regardless, there's no entry period or lower entry thing. So it's for in 2 years, let's say, or next year, whenever the next Helix comes out, it's buy Helix for $1,000 to $1,500, or that's it. That's it. That's your only option to enter the Xbox ecosystem. I just don't get how this makes sense for them at all.
I don't get it either. So,
What would you do to turn it around? I think right now you kind of do need to gut everything, figure out what you actually want this division to be.
Right. That's the crux of it. They need to figure out. You need to be either a hardware manufacturer and your own platform, or you need to be a third-party developer. You cannot be both.
I agree. I think that's a pretty good. Whoops.
Do we think she's aiming more towards one or the other right now? Can you tell?
Right now, I think she is priming. She's leading. She's cutting so much fat from Xbox, and just from the interview she was doing, that we need to focus on Halo, Gears, Fable, that kind of thing. and they got rid of what was it? What are the studios? Double Fine. They got rid of Ninja Theory. They got all the stuff that kind of made Xbox at least a little like, oh, kind of interesting because they were the like third party like indie gems, right? They were doing Senua and stuff like that. So they're focusing on the core IPs, and usually these companies only do that when they want to sell like themselves, like an entity. So I really think they are just preparing to sell Xbox as its own thing. But
yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know who
I don't know
buys
who's going to buy it.
Apple, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Amazon? I don't know.
I don't know.
Too bad about their base.
No. There's not much of that right now.
Yeah. Whatever.
They do have a technology that I've heard is possibly coming out even like this week. Xbox could launch its disc to digital conversion system, which we've seen. I've seen it posted a few times, but as soon as next week, actually, it will basically turn eligible physical games into digital licenses that you can actually loan out to friends or even sell back to stores if you sell the licensing back. But it will let you digitize your games to go onto Xbox Cloud, essentially.
What happens to the disc?
You keep it. You still have property of the disc.
They claim that it doesn't destroy it. We'll see.
Yes. Well, it can't. If they're claiming that you still can loan that to a friend, it can't destroy the disc.
No, I thought what you could loan is the digital copy, like with like the Magic's way that those the Nintendo keys do or whatever.
The way I've read it was that if you like sell a game back to a store and somebody takes and buys that game, that license is dealt with that disc. That disc is that license. So like the second they install it in their game system, you lose access to it on yours.
How do they know?
I don't know. I don't build the technology. So that's what
doesn't make sense to me.
It does sound a little made up as like a way to appease people, but something like this does have to happen if you want any form of backwards compatibility for the next generation without discs. So, I mean,
there's no way
they're
either
just
these two
now to try to get a little one up on Sony. Although I'm sure
I think so.
We'll have something similar whenever PS6 comes out, but
there's no way that either of these two are going to put a disc drive in their console the next generation. Both of them are going to be digital. So this is their way of not announcing it yet, but building something.
Xbox
like
hardly has discs anyway. Like,
I know.
What was it?
Digital.
Indiana.
Digital and Sony.
Indiana didn't have like a disc release, right? Or if it was only a partial.
No, it did. It did because I got it. I thought I got it digitally. I got it on disc.
Was the whole game on the disc though?
Oh, Indiana.
No, God no. You have to download most of the game.
Okay, yeah. Like I thought I remember talk about where it was like a pitiful amount, and you had to download like the overwhelming majority. I thought.
Yeah. You're right. But that's what was built. But yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe the technology existed, and they're just pulling the trigger. But either way, it's so meaningless because again, their past push for the past 10 years has been for Game Pass, which is digital only. So like even if they're like, hey, like let's think of the best case scenario. You can, insert the disc, whatever, do the program where you do digitally, and you can lend it to somebody else, and they get the game and play it for free. Like that's the best case scenario where like multiple people can play the same copy of the game through different systems, but we all question how that works. Even in that scenario, it's too little, too late. Like nobody's gonna give a fuck about. Like, are people gonna go out and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna go out and buy a bunch of Xbox games now, like Xbox discs? No, nobody's gonna do that.
No,
I mean the point is though, if you have discs, although even I don't have Xbox discs, but you're not totally screwed for backwards compatibility if you get rid of your old system for whatever.
Yeah, for sure. But if we're talking about like, does a game key disc need to exist? Sure, I can see that. It's better than nothing, right? But out of all the properties, we knew Microsoft wanted to do this with the Xbox One era. They went mostly digital with Game Pass. So even if they do it and Sony didn't, like it's a competitive advantage. It's just I don't think it's meaningful.
Yeah.
I don't see Sony not doing something similar.
It would help if they actually.
Well, they're not making discs anymore.
Yeah.
Right. We know.
But it would help if they had this technology as well, and they Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know,
Right?
They would have to do the same thing for
yeah. The point
any
is
form
that
of backwards compatibility
the
for
next
their
system's
next
not going to
system.
be able to play your old games.
Yeah.
Unless you
So-
get a disk drive adapter or something.
Well, yeah,
maybe.
but that's what they did for the PS5.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
said-
saying I'm not saying
Oh,
wrong. I'm
oh,
saying
okay.
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
the best case scenario for PlayStation. Yeah,
Yeah.
buy this $200 drive, optional.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. $1,200 for the system, $200 for the drive.
Yep.
Yep.
Might as well get a PC.
All right.
But, you know,
Yep.
bang on that drum for a
Yeah.
while.
No, I know. I'm there with you now. New leak reports that Bungie could.
$4,000.
What's
What?
that? $4,000 for a PC?
What?
No, it's not.
4,000 would get you like top of
these
the
things come
line.
out, well, to be comparable to what
You
these.
could have during this whole Steam machine promotion stuff and release. Walmart was selling machines that were better than the Steam machine for $800.
$899.
Yes,
whatever.
that's called a PlayStation 5 because that's already better than the Steam machine.
Yeah, but
No,
this
that's
is-
better than their PlayStation 5. What are you talking
yeah, it's better than PS5.
It's got a
easily.
5060 in
Steam
it
machine
at
isn't-
least.
It's a
I'm saying
56.
like you're getting a much better machine than the Steam
$899.
machine for less, and it's not tied to just being a little cube on your desk.
Yeah, I mean the only problem with it is it is a tower. You know, people
Yeah,
want the
sure.
small form factor. That's all.
No, there is pros to it, and it's more console-y. But I'm just saying, for $800 or $900.
There's 900
For the price of what the
$899.
PS6 is going to cost, you can buy a system a pre-built rig that is better than a PS5 right now. Like that is true. That
Yeah,
is fact.
but we don't know what the
All
PS6 specs
computers
are.
right now,
Should be a
don't
bit
know.
better than a PS5.
they
should
are
be.
a bit better.
Sure, it will be, but the point is like, what games are even going to come out at that point?
Well, we'll see.
For
I don't know.
PS6, yeah. I get it. Like the thing for me now, Mike, is
Talking about comparable technology. Like if you
if you buy
PC is still gonna, with the way the components are, they pay for components too in PCs.
Sure,
If you
but
want
if you
comparable,
bought
it's gonna
top of the
be
line PC right now,
astronomical.
that would last you over a decade. It would last you over
Yeah.
a decade. I bought a mid-range PC and I'm in year 7 of it, and I can run all these games fine.
Technically, your PlayStation 5 is going to last you a decade because you're forced to be doing
Well,
it
okay,
still.
yes, well that's different. That's way different. But the thing is,
No, I know. I'm just saying, like
Wait.
that argument is like not necessarily valid anymore because
the-
now these console generations are 10 years. But your PC is going to give you more value over those 10 years,
yes,
for sure.
absolutely.
you're going to be, Mike, because they're not going to sell them at a loss. They've already said this already. Like they're not going to sell them at a loss anymore. Sony's already gone on record with that.
Have they gone on record with that, Sony?
Yeah, they said they're not going to take a loss on their systems like they used to.
They
I'm not
can't.
saying they're not going to sell them. Yeah.
When did they say that?
Um,
I remember.
This is very
Steam
recent.
said
I
that.
felt like.
Yeah,
just
it was
Yeah.
their CFO
about
that
it.
said it, I believe.
yeah.
Because the thing is, the
So-
price of components are changing all the time. That if they come out and say like, "Hey, this is the cost," and they're willing to lose whatever $50 or $100, and the components spike again or whatever,
Double,
continue to
yeah.
be shortage, and
Yeah.
it doubles, then they're out $500 or $600, and they will never profit off of that player because the average player maybe buys 2 games a year and maybe buys some cosmetics from Fortnite or Roblox or whatever like that. They'll never earn that $500 or $600 loss anymore.
Yeah. My thing is this: a PC is going to cost the same amount as a PS6. It's going to cost the same, right? You might get the same comparable system. The
I don't
difference
think-
between
Well, this is the thing. I don't think the consoles can exist if they cost the same as a comparable
That's
power-wise PC. I don't think they're going to. I
Okay.
just don't think that that can exist.
that's my biggest, Mike. That is my biggest problem right now with the video game world is the fact that I think that you need to see the realization that I think it's done. I am so upset about this price of RAM, price of everything right now that like console gaming is on the decline massively. It's done. Like I don't know if it's going to come back, but I think it's going to bottom out. You're going to have companies close. You're going to have a lot of companies close. You're going to have basically, Nintendo and Sony left because we're going to lose Microsoft in the hardware industry. And the thing for a PC aspect of things, if it's the same price, you might as well get a PC because you can actually expand on that in 3 years or 4 years. You can add your own. As the components would come down, you can add another 16 gigs of RAM, and your PC's stronger again.
The problem is that Nintendo has a niche market that Sony.
Nintendo's great with their setup.
Not
Nintendo has the best setup right now from anybody because their console costs the least amount to make. They have a great market for it. So they don't have to raise the price much. $50 is not a big increase.
Games exclusively on their system that
People
are not on other areas, and they're worth buying and playing.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it. I just don't see console gaming.
Like right now, you can buy a Switch on Amazon for $450 and a game.
Yeah. First party game.
That's ridiculous. Switch 2 we're talking about.
Switch 2,
Like Steam Decks cost $800.
PS5, which is, again, on its last year or two, technically until PS6 comes out, not that it's going to be irrelevant, is what, 600?
800? I said
I would say like an equivalent handheld gaming.
Oh yeah. I mean, wow, what's the cheapest handheld
not
piece?
as good.
Is it the ROG right now? What's the cheapest?
The ROG went up.
You might
massively.
find clearances for certain devices that are done for and just but they don't run well, right?
No,
so
I
it's
mean, I'm just saying I can't see the price. Like, if they're gonna do PS6 comparable to something that's just as powerful and costing the same, they might as well not even release it. Honestly.
I don't think you're wrong, Mike. It's just it's the reality of what's going to happen.
That's
where
my
we're
point.
going.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they should have a better idea of this though. Than I just don't see them actually doing that.
Well, so
releasing the system or
what?
Taking what do you mean that you don't see them actually doing what?
I don't see
the price.
Yes.
Putting the price that high? Okay.
They have to.
I just.
It's like you saying I'm gonna sell these burgers for $5, but I'm paying $6 for them. What you don't? There's no point in doing it at that.
It's not even making your money back on loss because that's what Tony had just said before. Because of the cost of the components, you can't do that anymore because of how much extra you have to pay.
Yeah, and it's going to cost you so much money to produce these devices.
It's
more like you guys were just saying earlier. The prices are only going up. We haven't seen this.
They won't be forever. I don't think
we don't know this though. We don't know this.
Waters.
These consoles, it used to be, we could get consoles for less.
Forever, like the entire history of technology, pretty much before these last few years. It goes.
The problem is with AI and the computing power that demands.
Yeah.
It's going to only increase because that is going to exponentially increase. And now all these things are just going to be forced and focused in on that, where these other things are going to be left behind. And that's what's going to happen to PlayStation consoles.
Yeah.
Because again, they can't just bake in and be like, hey, we can lose $100 to $200 on every PS5 sold, because that's what they did in the past. They would subsidize it because it's the whole razor versus razor blade. Like, we sell the razor at a loss, but we make money up for it in the long run off selling the razor blades. But again, you can't do that. You can't be like, I will commit to let's even be generous, $999. Be like, you can't commit to PS6 $999 and then a year afterwards components continue to go up because maybe AI demand is continuing to grow. That machine still needs to be
prices. They've been doing
that. That's the problem is that the problem is like cost of goods go up. Like when you do
you're not catching up as fast enough.
Like what you're missing
you're expecting your console to come down manufacturing
what you're missing is that these components need to be made, right? So these companies that are manufacturing these components, they can go to Sony or they can go to Microsoft or whoever and be like, hey, we can make whatever chip or whatever memory and stuff like that. And Sony's like, we could pay you $100 because we need them for our PS6. Meanwhile, any of these companies that are in the AI data, so we'll pay you $500 for that same gigabyte of memory or same whatever terabyte, whatever it's going to be in the next system. Yeah. The company is going to go with the more money. What's going to cost
that's the problem.
And that is where the problem is.
Yeah, and with the explosion of the AI and everything and these prices, they're making so much more money over there.
Right.
Sony's even making more money over there.
Yeah.
Doing their stuff that's where Microsoft, this whole thing with Microsoft's happening because they're making so much more money with AI than they are with Xbox. Why would you keep investing in something that's
and it's not like the PC market is completely unaffected. I believe this is the first year NVIDIA has never released a graphics card ever. Really? They have not released a graphics card in 2026.
Well, we don't have to.
They don't have to. They're making more money off of AI. Like we could put all this money into creating a consumer graphics card that we might profit $200 off of it or whatever like that, but we're selling all this shit to AI because data centers got to be built, the machine needs to be fed, and we're making money hand over fist right now.
Plus, the second-hand market is making way more money than we are on these graphics cards.
Yeah, I know. It's depressing, but that's the thing is, again, so like Sony can't commit to enough. Like, well, again, we'll just say my minimum expectation is that the PS6 would be $999, right? And after a year or two, if components continue to go up, right, and now they're selling it at a loss, like the losses just compound, and it becomes increasingly more difficult for them to ever profit off of that system. We just talked about the other week how Asha was saying that for every $1 they invest into Xbox, they were losing, what, 53 cents or 60 cents or whatever it was, 30, something like that. You can't do that. That's bad business. Like, it's just...
Right, I know, but I do think at $9.99 it would be still... that's your optimistic view, but I think it would still be, a bit better than a comparable PC. This laptop I'm on right now is, $1,000, and it's,
sure,
not crazy.
But that's I don't think that laptop was designed for gaming. You can get a gaming computer for...
It's a gaming laptop.
Oh, in any case, yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, I just think that with the AI aspect here, it's going to just kill.
Right. And the big thing is, and that's why, just to tie it all together, this is why they pushed for that, we're not producing discs anymore, because part of it is they can use that factory, they can use those workers to produce AI components, which they're making more money off of, but also they get to keep more money off of the digital games sold off of their store, because, again, we could sell Astrobot for $60 forever until we want to put it on sale, rather than have to compete with retailers like Target and Walmart and Amazon that committed to buying 1 million copies. And then after they made profit off of it, they can slowly drop the price, be like, oh, okay, now we can sell at $40, still make money, and now we can sell at $20 until we clear out inventory. Like, Sony's just not incentivized to do that. And the CFO flat out said in their interview with the investor relations report, like, we plan on making more money by making more money off of our existing user base. Like, for a fact, that is literally what they said. So every PlayStation user, they are the way they're going to continue to profit is make more money per user. Not to expand anymore, not to grow, because again, PS5 is never hitting the PS4 target sales, which I think was 120 million. I believe PS5 last was like 90 million. Before the PS6 comes out, it probably hits 100 million, but it's not a guarantee. But again, so you go from 120 million units to 100 million units. Like, to continue to profit, you need to make more money per user. So let's extrapolate that to the PS6. Like, is the PS6 going to sell 100 million units at, again, let's say $1,000 per system? I don't think so. That's a very, very hard sell. Like, maybe it's 80 million units. Let's say pie in the sky fact, where they just drop another 20 million units. They have to make more money off of per user to continue to make the profits they need to show the shareholders that they're growing. So it sucks. I'm not happy about it. This is awful. And
it's been horrible for me. Like, the realization set in like a couple weeks ago. I said that to you guys. Like, video gaming is in deep shit. Just because cost of getting consoles, hardware is so expensive, and now the game development cost is already so fucking expensive. We're in deep shit.
Everything's going up. The hardware is going up. The software is going up. The subscriptions are going up. Everything is going up, and
we're in deep shit.
Yeah,
video gaming is in trouble, big trouble.
Within the next 5 years,
very worrisome.
It's going to look
very worrisome.
Different. It is worrisome.
Yeah, very worrisome. Yeah.
And that's why, like, you see success stories like I talk about that game like Mecha Chameleon sold like 15 million copies in 1 month, and that was like one dude in Japan making an indie game and selling it for like $8 or something like that. And that's PC only. So it's just again, it's a value proposition where just people need to do what's best for them.
Yeah.
Right. And
all right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. All right, lastly in the news, we've got a leak report that Bungie could be working on a Destiny-style Borderlands game. Is this true?
What the fuck?
Inspired by Borderlands 1 with an open world. Bungie working on a Borderlands game?
Sure, whatever.
Courtney, what is this? What is this, man?
I don't know. There's obviously, I follow a lot of Borderlands stuff, and that just started popping up. I was like, what? Like, they're talking about... First, it was a rumor that Borderlands 1 was getting a remake, and that Bungie might be involved in that. But then they're saying Borderlands, they want to make it a live service game with an open world, seasonal content, and kind of give it that Destiny style. I was like, I don't know. It's hard to believe that would be true.
Yeah. I don't understand how Bungie could be looped in with a Borderlands game myself, but like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of areas that get to that point.
Wait, this is Bungie,
I just don't see how
right?
that. Bungie, yes.
Well,
Just,
the thing is, we knew from Jason Schreier that they were incubating a couple smaller projects, and this is exactly what it is. Like, I don't know if you guys listen to those YouTube videos, and if you haven't, I would really recommend them if you're working or whatever. You can listen to a podcast because he goes in great detail that he believes like Destiny did not make money. Overall, was profitable for Bungie when you think about it. When like if you take from Destiny 1 to whatever it is at right now.
Yeah.
Like they did not make money because even though it sold well and they sold a bunch of stuff, like the upkeep costs were so high, and Bungie leadership, for as shit as they were, did realize at some point, like, hey, we need to release something that will just make us money and not be like this ever-growing machine that constantly requires updates. Because again, if you have a live service game, you need to have content coming out at a regular pace every month, every other month, whatever it is. To retain those players, because those players are your lifeblood, because if they stop playing at any point, that's less money that you are going to be making. So a surefire hit, like let's say, I could see them being like, hey, let's make a single player game that we will sell for $60 or $70 now, whatever it is. We could sell 10 million copies, right? You can scope for that, you can budget for that. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, because obviously, as we found out, games are not a guarantee for this, but it's hell of a lot better than trying to invest in a live service game that is going to take 5 to 6 years to make, and by the time it releases, something else is going to be out there, or you're competing with the Fortnites, the Roblox, the Apex Legends, even though that's on a downward slope. Like it's so risky now for these live service games.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's ridiculous too, because you consider Destiny like 2 at least. Oh, that's the successful one.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
And it's not.
Right. Because you look now, I mean, even Bungie has Marathon. And Marathon, I think they're well under 10,000 daily active users, which is, like, I cannot believe Sony is still not, like, pulled the plug on this one. But it's just because they have nothing else. They have nothing else.
Obviously, and the reason they keep being bought or, like, getting these contracts is because they need money, because they can't support their games. So, like, all right, we're going to sign deals with Tencent, whoever it was.
Right, like, they made a mobile game for Tencent, right?
They were working on one. I don't know if it ever got released.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I know they were at some point making.
There's definitely like they had contracts. Like they got an influx of cash from China. They got an influx of cash when Sony bought them, but they've done nothing with it. They've not turned it. There was no way that Sony made any money. I don't think Tencent made money. I don't know, but yeah, they're just burning it through cash, and it's just like very few percentage of people at that company are making money, and it's all at the top.
Yep.
Yes.
But it's all right. Sony's taking them over now. And I don't know if we talked about that, but apparently Sony wanted to interfere years ago, but technically they did not have leadership control until Bungie stopped meeting targets multiple times, or like a certain threshold. They actually had to give Bungie enough rope to hang themselves, to basically all right, like after whatever target it was, we don't know because it's not public, but it's like, at this point, we gain full control over Bungie, like superseding the CEO and everything like that, per our contract. That's where we're at now, and that's why a lot of people, unfortunately, lost their jobs and are.
Yeah.
Yep. Whatever.
All right.
It's fucked. Everything's fucked.
It is. On that note, we're done.
We're done.
Yeah. No, it's gonna wrap up this Gamecast episode, folks. It's not fun. It's not fun. We'll talk more about it as we get more news. As we get more.
Hey, GTA 6 is on the horizon, everybody. Look forward to that. And
the all digital GTA 6 on the horizon. So stay tuned for that. We'll see how this goes.
There are like 4 or 5 games coming out in the next few months. I'm like, oh, I want to check that out. So, all right, that's gonna wrap it up for this week, folks. Thanks again. Once again, Twitch Tuesday nights 8:00 Eastern. MovieCast, Gamecast, and YouTube's got all the content, so be sure to subscribe over there. That way you know when we post. We'll see you next week. We are out.